Alright, boys. Alright, boys. Hopefully I'm live. Let's check this out. Hold on. Yeah, I'm live. I'm live under a different stream, though, because I had a stream set up, but it was only my webcam. It didn't have my OBS set up, where I had, like, the scoreboard and everything like that. So, hopefully I can get people over here as soon as possible. But I'm back, baby. I haven't made a video in a while. I haven't done a live stream in a while. But fellow AFC Wimbledon fan here, for those of you that are new. I'm probably not going to get very many viewers anyway, but what the hey. This is a very, very important match, to say the least, for AFC Wimbledon at a very crucial time of the season. They still have a good 18 games to go, but they are at a 9-game winless streak right now. I think they lost their last 7 out of 9 and drew 2. Their last time out, they actually played very well against. Fuck, my memory's off right now. But anyway, hold on. I'm kind of distracted because I'm still trying to set stuff up. But yeah, they played Crew Alexandra on the reverse fixture. I remember they played Crew last month at home, and they gave away a goal in the very last minute of the game after they equalized in like the 87th minute. So hopefully we're not going to see that again, where we score a goal and then we concede right after. Luckily, when we scored the first goal against Crew in the second minute, by the way, it was a very good cross there from Che Alexander on Joe Piggott. We didn't concede until later in the half. We didn't concede 5 minutes after, like we've done so many times this season. So that's a start, I guess. But anyway, I gotta say, there have been a couple of players that have stood out to me lately. Number one being Che Alexander, who in the beginning of the season, he was a substitute outside back and would barely even come in. But now it's him and Nesta Guinness-Walker that have played instead of the usual Shane McLaughlin and Steve Seddon. Shane McLaughlin, who has started off the season, absolutely on fire. Blistering start this season, has kind of fizzled out as of late. So we've seen Che Alexander on that right-hand side instead. And he has picked up the pieces that Shane McLaughlin has left. And I am looking forward to how he's going to continue this season. In terms of the lineup that we're throwing out against Doncaster today, we are still going to see Che Alexander on the right-hand side, Nesta Guinness-Walker on the left. And as for our back three, we've seen a lot of changes. In the beginning of the season, we would see Paul Kallenby, Terrell Thomas, and Luke O'Neill. And it's a completely back three this time around. Daniel Chaka, Will Nightingale, and a new center back that we actually signed, Darnell Johnson. I actually don't know too much about him, but he is on loan from Leicester City. So I am very, very interested to see how he's going to perform. And another player that we recently signed, who's actually not starting. He came in as a substitute last time. George Dobson on loan from Sunderland. And he came in for... actually, there were 2 injuries last time. There was Luke O'Neill, who re-aggravated, I think, his knee injury. And then Paul Kallenby came on in the second half. He got injured after he slipped on the turf, trying to like he was preventing the he was shielding the ball out for a goal kick, and then he slipped on the turf. It was very snowy and slippery, so he ended up injuring himself. And then Che Alexander moved from outside mid to outside back, and then we had George Dobson come in, played very well. He is on the bench today once again, but we do have Rodoni, Riley, and Woodyard in the center mid positions. And I got to say, that's a very consistent center mid 3, I will say. Jack Rodoni has been playing very well as of late. Callum Riley worked very hard in that last game, played very well, was end-to-end. And the game has already started. Sorry, I'm still setting up here. Trying to pull up my iFollow right now. But yeah, this is going to be a very important match for the Dons, to say the least. Obviously, every match is important, and every match you could argue is the most important match. But this one, I must say, really stands out.
It couldn't have come any quicker, to be honest.
Anyway, here we go. First minute of the game here. I'm about to set up the timer on the Snaz app. Apologies for starting a little late here, but late's better than nothing. So let's set up the timer. 31. Let's say 35. 0-0. And we're off. Wait, that is not the live output. No, that's 1 hour. Okay. That's 00:1:53. Are we off, ladies and gentlemen? Are we off? I think we are off. Yes. All right, here we go. Doncaster Rovers versus AFC Wimbledon. Started 2 minutes late.
League One action, completely a different kettle of fish, so to speak. And Doncaster will be, again, looking to right the wrongs of the weekend. Don's, of course, looking to build upon a game, again, where they only conceded the 1 goal, and even that was in somewhat farcical circumstances. Not beyond the realms and possibility that they could have held on to the victory were it not for that, again, somewhat fortuitous moment with that Billy Jones cross that rebounded off the post into the path of Ollie Finney.
Young prospect.
Meantime, here come the Dons now with a throw down there at left-hand side.
I am seeing big things from this man. Hopefully we can
thrown in by Nesta Guinness-Walker, who played forward now towards Ryan Longman, but the referee spotting an infringement over on that far side. That's going to be a free kick then to Doncaster. Coming up for 3 minutes gone then. Early knock-ins then here at the Keepmoat. Donny nil, the Dons nil.
Good to know we're getting out there to you tonight. Thank you very much indeed for your message, Richard Lonsdale. To Connor Daly as well for your kind words. And good to know that from Myron of the Dutch Wombles are in the house.
Indeed, a big hup to them, and indeed everybody joining us. As the ball breaks now for Piggott inside the centre circle. There's a nice little reverse pass into the path of the on-rushing Ryan Longman. Little step over from him, tries his luck with a left-footed ball into the edge of the 6-yard box, deflected away by Anderson. Now here goes Reece James. Head forward to the edge of the centre circle. Here's Okenabiri. Donzo win it back. An excellent challenge there from Callum Riley. Now Nightingale. Here's Darnell Johnson. Now Alexander. High diagonal ball lofted in towards the left edge of the 6-yard box, but way beyond Piggott. And an easy claim there for Ellery Balcombe.
And we've spoken about how important it is for both Nesta Guinness-Walker and Shea Alexander to deliver those balls into the box. And of course, Shea Alexander getting back into the Wimbledon side as well, and good reviews, of course, from his performance on Saturday.
Throw into Doncaster then over on their right-hand side. Ball back now with Anderson. Steers it all the way back to Ellery Balcombe. Played short now to Reece James. Well closed down by Rudoni. Back it goes to Balcombe once again. Forward now to Matt Smith. Well flicked on by him down the right-hand side for Doncaster, and he gets it back midway inside his own half. Now Reece James steers it back to Butler. There's Matt Smith once again, played down the left-hand side by Cameron John. Combines well there with Elliot Simoes.
Really nice
now Okenabiri. Cameron John moves on into the left side of the area, steers it across. Oh, and it was a good interception there. And the ball eventually gathered by Sam Walker. Good play there. I think it was Jack Rudoni back on defensive duty that intercepted that cross, destined towards the far post, delivered in low by the on-rushing Cameron John. And the intervention of Rudoni meant that Sam Walker was able to just drop on that ball, just as Doncaster really hitting the fast-forward button for the first time this evening. And a very dangerous-looking attack indeed. And thankfully the Dons with sufficient switched-on personnel able to deal with that particular forward thrust.
Not easy as well on a very slippery surface, Mike.
Absolutely.
By the way, from Leicester City.
All the best conditions out there. Another freezing cold occasion for Radio WDN. Fresh from Ice Station Gresty Road, of course, on Saturday. Meantime, here come Doncaster now. John Taylor will try and move from the centre circle, pursued by Woodyard, and ultimately deemed to have been fouled by the former Tranmere man. So free kick then to Doncaster. There's Halliday. Came on as a late sub for Doncaster in that 2-2 draw back on the 3rd of November. Back now all the way with the goalkeeper, Elliot Balcombe. So Ellery Balcombe rather, now played ball by Butler, helped on by Cameron John, but Simoes couldn't maintain possession for Doncaster, intercepted by Johnson for the Dons, but it's now Anderson, the Doncaster captain, will flight it high and away towards that far side. Out it goes for a throw into the Dons, as I salute a couple of Davids joining us this evening. David Bouchin, greetings to you, sir. And happy birthday and happy Australia Day. Happy good day and a good evening to our very own Mr. Dave Kennery,
on AFC Wimbledon,
currently domiciled in the East Riding of Yorkshire, and hopefully making the most of his birthday
or so, and I did
here
watch
today. Good to have you along, sir, and shouts out to Stuart as well, Mr. Stuart Young.
Good evening, Sharon Arfield. Kent Wombles are in the house.
Was uploaded a good 4 years ago.
There's Woodyard now over on that far side.
Really opened me up to
go down the line by Guinness Walker. Halliday will intercept.
You know how I've talked about my,
for Doncaster, but now Rodoni will re-establish possession for the Dons. Now Piggott is back towards the halfway line. Releases Nightingale. Tries to find Alexander on this near side, who tried to steer it back for Johnson, but Simos was alive to that situation. Now John will play the ball in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh, no, it was laid back by Okenabiri, and it was Simos who tried his luck with a shot.
Yeah, that was the very first time I was exposed.
In the end, the Dons able to get sufficient numbers back to deflect that one away, but another dangerous-looking move from Doncaster, getting right into the heart of the Dons' penalty area. It was certainly drilled with power by Elliot Simos. But again, Don's able to deflect it away. As now a dangerous ball comes in for the far side for the Dons. It's Guinness Walker forcing a somewhat improvised save there by Balcombe. Now Alexander on the edge of the penalty area. Riley maybe trying to tee himself up for a shot. Lets the shot go. Deflected away though by Halliday for Doncaster. Back now with Woodyard. Now Guinness Walker over on the far side. Comes under immediate challenge, but the ball will ricochet favourably for Woodyard, just inside his own half. Clips it high and forward. Long one on the move down the left-hand side. Will he get there before the ball crosses the goal line? Yes, he will. Back now with Guinness Walker. Making his way down that left-hand side. Goes to ground under a challenge, but no appeals from him or any of his colleagues for a free kick. And behind for a goal kick to Doncaster with 8 minutes gone, Rob, still goalless.
A lively start to this game from both sides. Doncaster causing pressure in the Wimbledon penalty area. Wimbledon getting bodies back behind the ball, defending as they need to be doing, and trying to turn it on themselves here up front with the likes of Longman breaking and Rodoni as well, who's been doing good work getting back as well defending. Of course, Darnell Johnson. And that,
let me turn that down. Okay. So my desktop audio was a little loud there, so apologies for that one, but we fixed it. Do you want the match commentary on? Because it may seem a little distracting. So right now I have it off. So I'll let you, the fans, decide. This is the fans club after all, so. Okay. So I'm going to have the commentary off for now. By the way, today is a very sad day for me. For those of you that don't know, Kobe Bryant died last year on this very day, January 26, 2021. And I am the biggest Los Angeles Lakers fan. I was the biggest Kobe Bryant fan. I've been following the Lakers since I was 8, and it's a very sad day for me. But now as I speak, a 3-on-3, number 17, that's a goal. So number 17 from Doncaster, Richards tried to find Taylor on the right-hand side. The pass attempt was deflected, but the pass was just right back to Richards. He passed it over to somebody else. I don't know his name. Number 9. Okay, Okina Birhi, I guess is his name. And he just found the bottom corner. Near post. You would like to see a little bit of a better contest there from the goalkeeper, Sam Walker. But it's a good finish nonetheless. 1-0 Doncaster. Rough start. I mean, it was a good start for Wimbledon. But yeah. Oh well. It was a good shot though. I can't blame Sam Walker too much for that one. It was a good strike. It was good, low and hard into the corner. Let's see how Wimbledon can respond here. Hey Koto. For those of you that don't know, that is my IRL friend. Doesn't know too much about soccer, but is just here to support me, so I appreciate that. Well, football. I'm sorry. I just frustrated every fan from the UK by saying that. But anyway, Ryan Longman gets it over to hold-up play for Woodyard, but nothing comes of it. Right-hand side from Alexander, though. Wimbledon still on possession. Can't seem to find their way through the Doncaster backline. They have everybody behind the ball. Wimbledon just trying patiently to find something here. Choka lofts it up to Alexander. Berdoni holds it up. Throw in for Doncaster, though, after it did come off him. Shoot. And let me update that. It is 1-0 to Doncaster, so it's been one of my struggles. I anytime someone scores, I usually update the score like 2 minutes later. Where is the thing? So 1-0 Doncaster. Come on. I am having troubles updating the score. Okay. Yeah. So basically what I'm doing, Kodo, is I'm reacting to a soccer game, football game. It is the third tier of English, I'm going to say football from now on. Third tier of English football. I have to pay like $180 a year for a subscription to watch this team, but it's okay. I'm a true fan, so I'm willing to fork that up. But, you know, in the second tier and above, you can watch games on like live streams online. Okay. Oof. AFC Wimbledon, after winning the tackle there, playing it out of the back, a little sketchy there. Then Richards wins it back, but then good tackle there from Alex Woodyard to win it right back for Wimbledon. Okay. Joe Pickett has not found the ball too much, if anything. I don't think he's only gotten maybe one touch of the ball so far. Joe Pickett's not one to find the ball too much, but when he does find the ball, he is very lethal. If you give him an inch, he will take a mile. So hopefully the Pigs will get on the score sheet today. We definitely need it. We definitely need some magic from the Pigs at this stage of the season. Even Ryan Longman too. Ryan Longman has been up and down this season, but his ceiling is very high. Of course, we only have him for one season though because he is on loan. So hopefully we can make the best out of that. And AFC Wimbledon throughout their history have made the best out of their loanees. Most notably, Aaron Ramsdale. Okay, I was a little distracted. I thought Doncaster would play a 1-2 around the back there, but Aaron Ramsdale on loan from Bournemouth a couple seasons back in the, I believe, 2018-2019 season, saved our ass multiple times, and he was a very vital piece in keeping us up that season. And as mentioned before, the very first time that I ever watched an iFollow game for Wimbledon, I actually watched a game for the first time live, was AFC Wimbledon versus Wycombe Wanderers. It was the second to last game of the season in 2018-2019, and they won 2-1. A couple of scrappy goals, but a win's a win. And the game before that, it was Luton Town versus AFC Wimbledon. Luton Town was top of the table, and I was in class in school. Oh, crossover to Pickett, couldn't win the header, but in the 6-yard box, if Pickett won that one, that would have been 1-1. Anyway, I was in class, sitting in class, just looking at my phone, looking at the live score, and then I see that they're losing 2-1. 94th minute, I refresh the page, 2-2. Steve set an equalizer. And I look at the highlights. I'm like, holy shit! If I watched that game live, I would have been. If I was, I was still a fan, but I wasn't like a full. I mean, I was still a fan, but I wasn't a passionate supporter at the time. But I would have been going crazy if it was. If I followed AFC Wimbledon the season prior, I would have been going crazy if I actually watched that game live. But anyway, left side, Nesta Guinness Walker trying to find his way past Taylor. Throw in still for Wimbledon. Yeah. I've been casting Mario Kart Wii for the past, 4 or 5 months when I really haven't been enjoying that game. So I might as well cast something I enjoy like you mentioned. So maybe someday I'll be a sports commentator. Who knows? That's one of my... that's one of the possible careers on my radar is commentary. Although I stutter every now and again. I say Oof. Cross came in from Alexander, headed away by Doncaster, and Rodoni chested it down, and unfortunately on the volley, way too high, just way over the bar there. But looked good. There was a good touch. I know. Keep the faith. Let's go. Come on, Udons. Wimbledon kind of have a tough schedule going forward, if I'm not mistaken. I have the team sheets pulled up, but I don't have their schedule. J. Alexander intercepts the ball. Don's forced to reset, though. Rodoni holding the ball up on the right. Tried to play a first time over to Che Alexander, but Alexander and Longman were not on the same page there. Could have been a good play there if Che Alexander read that, and he would have been clean through on that right hand side. But anyway, they're gonna play Wigan, which shouldn't be too difficult. Wigan are going through some major internal struggles. Okay, they're gonna play Wigan, then Rochdale. Two winnable matches, but then they play Peterborough, Gillingham, Hull. Shrewsbury should be okay. Blackpool is gonna be kind of difficult. They're gonna play Burton. That should be easy. But yeah, they're going to be playing Hull, Gillingham, Peterborough, Charlton, all within the next 2 months. So it's going to be kind of difficult for them. Anyway, Chuka making a run up there, coming up from the back three, plays across over everyone's head. Che Alexander finds the ball once again. Wimbledon are not winning the headers right now. Doncaster Rovers are winning every single aerial battle right now. So we'll see if this continues. Wimbledon are going to have to knock the ball around a little bit more. I mean, they have been knocking around a little bit, but on the final pass, they have to play a 1-2 around the box instead of outside the box playing cross. And anyway, 22 for Doncaster goes down. Simoes. That was a good challenge though. Nothing doing there. Shoulder to shoulder. Good tackle there from Will Nightingale, who himself has been kind of streaky as a defender. He has been a part of this side for a good 3 seasons now, and very much has the Don spirit, but a little inconsistent. I hope to see a little bit more consistency from him, especially since he's been in the starting lineup consistently these past few months. Hopefully he's going to be a rock in the back towards the end of the season. And he's been playing well for the past couple of games, though. Woodyard gets it over to Longman. Piggott, make a run. Come on. I thought Piggott maybe could have made a run there, but I think he was looking for the pass to hold up the play. Yeah, Piggott not really finding the ball at all so far in this particular game. Trying to listen to the commentary a little bit. Yeah, Piggott on the hold up from the throw in there. Kind of got out-muscled. Not a good start for Joe Piggott right now. The Pigs, as we like to call them. The commentary team for AFC Wimbledon, I like them, but every now and again they can be a little bit repetitive with their sayings, with their idioms. Anytime Joe Piggott scores, the commentary team goes, "Oh yeah, Joe Piggott putting his nose in the trough." You know, get it? Because pig, Joe Piggott. But they say that like almost every time they score. I'm like, yeah, it's a good joke, but after a while, it kind of gets overused. Not to say the commentary team is bad or anything, but kind of cheesy every now and again. But it is an I follow commentary team, and it is a local broadcast, so I'm not going to put it on them too much. Better commentary than Martin Tyler, that's for sure. At least as of late. Martin Tyler has been absolutely soulless on commentary as of late. He hasn't really had that passion for commentary. Anytime someone scores a goal, he's like, "Oh, that's a wonderful goal from Mo Salah. Puts it in the top corner." I don't know. I feel like he's lost passion a little bit over the sport. Yeah, me too. Aside from the couple of opportunities that they had on the right-hand side from Che Alexander, they've looked a little flat so far, the midfield three. So we'll see. Yeah. All right. I was about to say the F word, but I'm gonna keep this PG. Screw the franchise. That's what I gotta say. MK Dons versus Charlton. Yeah, Charlton's a good side. But right now, MK are sitting in 16th place. They started, okay, it was kind of the polar opposite of AFC Wimbledon. They started the season pretty roughly, but now looks to me like they've picked it up. They've won 3 of their last 5, and not what you want to see, of course, as a fellow AFC Wimbledon supporter. You kind of want to see them go down. So, who knows? They do play Milton Keynes, I believe, in a match or 2. Yeah, they play Milton Keynes next time out at Plough Lane. So, imagine if there were actually fans there. The first game, the first rivalry match between AFC Wimbledon and MK Dons back at Plough Lane would have been such an emotional match there. But unfortunately, we have to wait till next season. And next season, I plan on booking my ticket to the UK and attending the first game in which they actually allow attendance back. So we'll see when that comes around. Free kick for the Dons on the right-hand side. Che Alexander looking dangerous once again, drawing the foul. Let's see how well Rudoni will play the ball in. It was a good ball. Nobody on the header. Oh, Joe Piggott, who was on the ground, tried to flick it back over. Yeah, Doncaster won the first header. Che Alexander put it back in the box, and Piggott just flicked it up. Unfortunately, nobody was able to win the second chance there. Was Piggott offside? What? Looked like Piggott was holding the ball up. Okay. Well, linesman was right there, so he has a good view of that. Let's take a look at some other results across the league right now. Actually, now that we're at it. Standings. Swindon 0-0, Wigan 0-0, Bristol Rovers 0-0, Rochdale 1-1. All teams above Wimbledon are currently level. Rochdale against Oxford, Bristol against Peterborough, Wigan versus Blackpool. Okay, so hopefully at least one of those games will turn out to be a loss for one of those sides, because Wimbledon, if you were to tell me Wimbledon were gonna battle relegation in the beginning of the season, I would have been like, okay, I guess you're right. You know, even with these new signings, you know, with these what is it? Ryan Longman, Ethan Chislett, Alex Woodyard. You know, they still don't have the consistency there, and they have those defensive woes. So I guess I would have been okay with it. But if you were to tell me in the middle of the season that AFC Wimbledon were going to fight relegation, I would be like, you're crazy, dude. They can make a push for the top 10. But they lost 7 out of the last 9 and drew the other 2 matches. So really bad run of form for the Dons. So hopefully they can use last game as a sort of a way to get out of the skid a little bit. Unfortunately, down 1-0 right now for those of you just coming in. Ryan Longman with the ball, trying to find somebody, forced to get it back over to Woodyard, resetting the play here. Ooh. I was about to say Johnson coming up from the back there, but he played it over to Woodyard, who I think Johnson was looking for a 1-2 there, but yeah, they lost the ball, and Che Alexander with the foul on Richards. Let's go up the Dons. Yes, that is my my friend from the Mario Kart Wii community, Logan. I think I asked you once which team you support, but I forget because my memory is faulty. Oh, nice turn there for Mendoni. Shrugs the defender off. Shot from about, yeah, I was about to say. The commentator just put the words in my mouth. 25 yards out. Didn't get it on target, though. Jack Rodoni, so far, 2 shots, both off target. One of the first shot coming around the 10th minute where he found the ball at the top of the box, chested it down, but the volley went way over the bar. But that's what you want to see from Jack Rodoni. You want to see him on the ball. With the pace, he was able to beat his defender, beat his mark out. And we'll see. Hold up play for Longman. Nice back heel first touch over to Woodyard. Woodyard gets it over to Nesta Guinness-Walker. Guinness-Walker back to Woodyard, holding the ball up once again. Back over to Alex Woodyard. Again, forced to reset, though. Wimbledon have been playing the ball back a lot. Haven't found that vital pass, and whenever they do try to find that vital pass, it's usually a cross from the outside. Once again, that cross, nothing doing from that cross from Alex Woodyard, goes straight to the goalkeeper. Oh, okay, so I didn't ask you, I don't think, but Plymouth Argyle. They actually drew 4-4 against Wimbledon earlier in the season. Wimbledon went up 4-2, and then they conceded 2 goals in 6 minutes around the last 10 minutes of the game. So not what you want to see. Also, Wimbledon have a little bit of history against Plymouth. They did. I can't talk right now. They did beat Plymouth in the final of the playoffs in the League 2 playoff final. Of course, the 2-0 victory. Akinfenwa in his last game for the Dons, getting a penalty kick around the 80th minute or so to seal the deal for the Dons. But as for United, they're going to win the league this year. Straight up. Liverpool, I'm not going to say they're in shambles, but Liverpool have been kind of shit this last month. And, of course, that 3-2 victory in the FA Cup that they suffered. Bruno Fernandes showing up for once in a big game. So props to the Red Devils there. And they could very well win the league this year. And I don't know if you heard this before, but I actually used to support Manchester United back when I was like 8, 9. But I kind of lost passion because I didn't really, I don't know. I liked them as a team, but it's a combination of, Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, and the entire team just kind of caring more about the fame than about the club and stuff like that. And I don't know. Ever since I found out about Wimbledon, I kind of just shied away from Manchester United, and now I'm a true AFC Wimbledon supporter. City could very well win the league too, but it all depends whenever United and City play once again. I don't know when they play again. I'm going to look that up, actually. I'm curious to know. Doncaster looking dangerous, though, with these crosses. They're winning a lot of the aerial battles, so another cross coming in, this time won by, I believe that was Will Nightingale. But anyway, they do play on the 6th of March, and whoever wins that one, if they're still very close in the league, whoever wins that one could very well propel themselves to winning league status. Man City, though, have kind of an easy schedule ahead of them, though. They play West Brom, Sheffield, and Burnley, while Manchester United are playing Sheffield, Arsenal, Southampton, Everton. A little bit more of a difficult schedule, but not as difficult. They do play Liverpool, though, Man City. So we'll see what happens there. Honestly, in the beginning of the season, I had Man City winning the league in the beginning of the season. After about 10 weeks, though, or 10 games, I had Tottenham winning the league. But they've been up and down. And I know my man Mo Joss. He's the biggest Tottenham fan out there, but Joss has suffered long enough, man. Anytime that Tottenham lose a game that they should have won, or anytime that Tottenham play like shit, he seems depressed afterwards, and I kind of feel for him. He's a diehard Tottenham fan, but Tottenham are not going to win the league this year. But yeah, thanks for coming along for the little bit that you did come along. See you soon, man. Back to the game, though. I kind of went off topic a little bit, started talking about the Premier League. So far in this particular half, it's been up and down. It hasn't been a bad half necessarily to watch, but there's been spells for both sides. Doncaster getting the better end of the possession. Wimbledon creating a couple more chances, but none of their chances have been really clear cut as of yet. But nonetheless, they do find themselves 1-0 down, as Doncaster did take advantage of opportunity. Johnson's been playing okay. As I speak, Chuka tracking back, nice tackle. There was a through ball played on the right hand side. Chuka tracking back, slide tackle, very good tackle there from Daniel Chuka. Corner kick for Doncaster. Anyway, Johnson, apart from not tracking back quick enough and around the 5th minute, and Doncaster played a ball in behind and had a decent chance on goal there. He's been playing okay. Every now and again, we see Johnson coming forward to help out on the attack, but he hasn't. There were a couple times in which he tried to make a run down there, but the players didn't find him. But not too much to comment on so far about Johnson, but he's been playing okay so far. Johnson winning the header there off the corner. As we're talking about him, speak of the devil. Yeah, so I'm guessing you don't have iFollow. iFollow can be a little expensive, not gonna lie. It is kind of annoying to have to pay. At least if you live in the US, you can buy a season pass. In the UK, you can only buy match passes, if I'm not mistaken, which kind of sucks. So you have to pay what, like £5 a game or something. So I mean, you could buy a. I believe you can buy a season radio pass, but you can't buy a season video pass if you live in the UK, which kind of sucks, if I'm honest. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm glad to at least be able to live in the US, so I get to buy that season pass. I think they sell month passes, but it's like almost 20 pounds a month, which is not worth it. Cross in from the left-hand side from Cameron John for Doncaster over everyone's head, luckily. Yeah, I'm just looking at the team sheet. I don't really know anybody from Doncaster, so. So, talking about the Premier League for a little bit longer. West Ham up 3-1 against Crystal Palace right now. And my dad actually is a Crystal Palace fan. He doesn't watch English football too much, but he moved to England when he was 18 from Brazil, at least for a couple of years, and then he moved back. He didn't move. Oh, shit. 25-yard screamer almost in for Doncaster. It was off the post, but from the right-hand side, it was trickling into the top corner near post there. From, I don't know who took that shot. I think it was Matthew Smith? Yeah, it was Matthew Smith. Rocket from 25 out. My God, that was scary. It hit the crossbar, actually, on the near post there. But scary, scary stuff. But I was saying, my dad moved to England when he was 18 for a couple of years. Then he moved to New York to finish school over there, and then he moved back to Brazil. But he played water polo for Crystal Palace. And goal kick, Doncaster win the header. And right after that, it's a counter-attacking opportunity. And who scored that goal? It was a shot from about 22 yards out, bottom corner. Doncaster 2-0. Shot coming in from Simões. Actually, yeah, so Nesta Guinness-Walker gave the ball away there after Doncaster won the header off the goal kick. He touched the ball down, tried to find somebody, but held the ball for a little bit too long, gave the ball away. Taylor Richards, actually. Sorry, it wasn't Elliot Simões that scored that one. Yeah, Richards intercepting it, taking a couple of touches, top of the box, bottom corner slot, easy for Doncaster. 2-0. Oh well. Story of the season so far for AFC Wimbledon. I updated the score right away this time, so let's go. I may look like I'm shrugging it off, but right now, deep down inside, I'm crying on the inside. Not really though. Kind of sucks. It is what it is, I guess. All right. Let's see. I'd be happy with a point at this rate. Doncaster are a good side. So a point here would be nice if they can get a goal before half. It is the 38th minute. Yeah, Doncaster not having too many shots on goal, but when they have had those chances, they've converted. Seems to be the difference between Doncaster and Wimbledon right now. I did mention that they haven't created a clear-cut chance, but at least you'd want to hit the target if you're Wimbledon. Jack Rodoni with a couple of chances outside the box, not hitting the target. Here they come again, Doncaster. Luckily, this attack petered out. Guinness-Walker from the left-hand side plays it up to Joe Pigott. Wasn't able to get to the ball there, but throw in for the Dons here from around the 30-yard mark. And now we've got an injury for the Doncaster player there. Let's look at other results here. All right, Plymouth Argyle 1-0 up against Swindon. That's good news. So now Swindon are back below AFC Wimbledon. Before they were ahead. I mean, they were tied on points, but I think they had better goal difference, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. +1 on the goal difference ahead of AFC Wimbledon before that conceded goal that they had. Rochdale 2-1 up against Oxford, surprisingly. They do play Wigan next time out, so even if Wimbledon do lose this game, they still have a very important match next time out against Wigan. Not to say that I'm giving up right away, because we still got 50 minutes of football to play. But I'm just saying, in the case that they do lose this game, they still have Wigan. And if they get a win over them, they'll be 3 points clear of the relegation zone, assuming that the result stands for Wigan right now, 0-0 or 0-0, whatever floats your boat, against Blackpool. Cross coming in from Nesta Guinness-Walker, headed out once again, puts it back in. Not a very good cross that time around. Straight to the feet of the Doncaster player that was able to clear their lines, and the ball got deflected out. So, throw in for Doncaster. It's been the story of this first half so far. Anytime Wimbledon have an opportunity to, they've found the ball on the left-hand side and the right-hand side a lot with Alexander and Walker, Guinness-Walker, I should say, but they haven't gotten that final header. They haven't won that final header, or at least the knockdown to be able to create that final chance on the box. Joe Pickett on the hold up here on the right-hand side. Ooh, Joe Pickett skillfully around the defender there. The defender actually overcommitted. He stuck his foot in, and Joe Pickett was easily able to turn around him. Plays a low cross. Cleared away by Doncaster. Corner kick for the Dons. Nicely done there from Joe Pickett. I was being a little harsh on Joe Pickett earlier in the game. I'm like, oh, he hasn't done much. But when he finds himself on the ball, he's dangerous. Wigan conceded 1-0 Blackpool against Wigan. So 2 results that will be very good for Wimbledon, at least in terms of staying above the relegation zone. Goalkeeper able to beat it away. Cross put back in by Guinness Walker from the 30-yard mark. Headed away. Rudoni, that was a tough shot. From about 28 yards out. Wasn't even facing the goal. But he puts his laces through it slightly over the bar. But that's Rudoni's 3rd shot. All of his shots being from outside the box there. That's what you like to see from Rudoni. His shot selection so far has been kind of speculative, but on 2 out of the 3 attempts, he's come close. So that's what you like to see from Rudoni. He has the nose for goal. 43rd minute, though, still down 2-0. Even after the chances that they have created, none of them have been clear-cut. But they're playing decent football right now. It's just, again, defensively. That's been one of their Achilles' heels throughout the season. Alex Woodyard winning the ball in the middle of the field. Gets it over to Che Alexander. Tries to do a Ronaldo chop. Tries to beat his defender through a Ronaldo chop, but gives it away. Attempted skill didn't work out there for Che Alexander. Yeah, obviously the commentators for I Follow Dons, they are slightly biased towards Wimbledon, but I agree. They say 2-0 is not reflective of the scoreline, and I don't think it is. I do think 1-0 should be the maximum here, but Wimbledon don't have a shot on target right now. They have 5 shots, 0 on target. Doncaster 6-3. Possession is not super overwhelming right now. It's been 56-44. Of course, Wimbledon are usually on the side of less possession. They do have 44 right now. Doncaster not doing much with their possession aside from the 2 chances that they created, and that's been the difference between the 2 sides. Doncaster, while they haven't created too many clear-cut chances, I mean, they've created 2 clear-cut chances, and both of those were goals. So 3 additional minutes here. Alex Woodyard finds himself in the book there. Yeah, sliding challenge. Richards took a touch towards his goal around the midfield and kind of skillfully plays it around Alex Woodyard, who slid in and try to win the ball there. Yeah. I like the intensity there from Alex Woodyard. He's always willing to get the ball back. Very good defensive work rate. Doncaster playing it around the back here. Oof. Yeah, they were playing it around the back, and Cameron John was making a run up there, but he gave the ball away. So now the ball is at the feet of Alex Woodyard. Plays a little chip pass into Joe Pickett, holds the ball up, tries to take a touch around the defender in midair, but the touch was too heavy. Goal kick for Doncaster. He tried to turn it this way with his right foot, but the touch was too heavy. I got to be a little bit more interactive with the play-by-play. You know, play-by-play is good enough, but anytime that I struggle to express something, I got to show it with my own gestures, you know. But I'll do that. I'll do that from now on. I won't be super exaggerated. I won't be super dramatic with my gestures, but who should come off? Good question. Well, if Dobson were to come in, then I'd say maybe Callum Riley. I did give him a lot of props in that last game, but Callum Riley hasn't found the ball too much so far. Hasn't had too much of an impact. We'll see. As for... Oh, by the way, Robinson is playing. Oh, no, Robinson, not sorry, a different character. Different... Yeah, Zach Robinson. My bad. Yeah, we'll see. So, fun fact about Zach Robinson, 18 years of age. He used to play football, American football, for the Texas State Bobcats, and he was a punter. Now a part of the AFC Wimbledon side here, and very interesting to see. You know, cross platforms. You like to see a player coming from American football to regular football, or regular football to American football. That's very common among Americans, actually, who grow up playing soccer / association football. They end up transitioning to actual American football, playing kicker or punter. But rarely do you ever see somebody coming from American football to actual football. So we'll see how that comes into play. Zach Robinson. What position does he play, actually? I don't know too much about him. I think he plays... Well, it says forward, but that's... When I looked it up on Google, but that's very, very vague. What? Left wing, right wing, striker. So if you were to have a midfielder come off, I'd say Callum Riley. I do want to say don't sub in Zach Robinson just yet. Keep Piggott and Longman on the pitch, as Longman has... I mean, both of them have found the ball every now and again. Haven't been too dangerous, but I don't think they've been, you know, playing poorly. So keep them on. And yeah, I'd say George Dobson should come in right at the start of the second half here. I'm interested to see who's going to come off. I find that really interesting, though. I already mentioned that, but I'm going to say this again. An American football player coming into regular football. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. Hold on one second. So I'm gonna link a video real quick. So that right there is Zach Robinson kicking a football. He was a punter, as I mentioned before. So, really interested to see how he's going to do if he does come on. As for this stream, I guess I'm just going to take a break. Let me stop this timer real quick. I'll start back up at the 45th minute of the second half. So, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll be back once the game starts. Let me put a little bit of a text here saying, we'll be back shortly. Wait. Obviously, be back is short for will be back, so. Alright, guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll be back when the second half starts. Come on, you don'ts. Oh my god, I was so bad. No, that's the wrong Robinson. I literally just did my research. I'm embarrassed. That is a different Zach Robinson. I just had to come on and say that right now. I was so far off. Different Zach Robinson. No. That is not Zach Robinson. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. Okay. Well, that never happened, guys. That never happened. That never happened. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, no wonder why I got confused. I am back once again. Sorry, I keep saying I'm leaving. No wonder why I got confused. Want to know why? Because I looked at the lineup sheet on Google. Okay, right? I looked at the lineup sheet on Google. I clicked Zach Robinson's name. And guess what it redirected it to? It redirected to the Zach Robinson that plays for Texas State football. Not the Zach Robinson that plays for AFC Wimbledon. Actually, no. It does say current team, AFC Wimbledon, number 14 forward. Date joined, 2012 Texas State Bobcats football? That's confusing. Google is wrong. Google is wrong. Or either that or... Well, I don't know. Google's not fully wrong, though, because technically Zach Robinson, the other Zach Robinson that plays for Texas State Bobcats, is a football punter. But then it says current team, AFC Wimbledon. That makes no sense. Look, I'm screenshotting this right now. And I will send the screenshot so that I don't show you guys I'm not going crazy. Hold on. I gotta get the link. Hold on. If you don't believe me, Google AFC Wimbledon versus Doncaster Rovers and look at the lineup section. I can't get this. I can't get the link. Oh well. There we go. Come on. It says I'm trying to take a screenshot on light shot, but it ain't working. All right. Oh well. You guys trust me, right? You don't believe me. Okay, fine. Do your own research. No, but yeah, just click on the lineup section and then scroll down to the substitutes. Click Zach Robinson. This is on Google, keep in mind. And then it'll show up. Football punter. Texas State Bobcats. That's why I got confused. Anyway, I'm actually going to take a break this time, so I'll be back. back, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Got you. Yeah, that's probably why. Oh well. Second half has started. I guess the Zach Robinson that's playing for AFC Wimbledon is a little bit of an obscure and more obscure of an individual than an American football player that plays for Texas State, I guess. So maybe that's why they got confused. As I predicted, Callum Riley coming off, George Dobson coming on. Right on cue. So, yes! All right, 1 for 1 in substitution predictions here. Now let's see if I can get another substitution prediction right around the 55th minute. I'll analyze the game a little bit more, and then I'll be like, okay, maybe this person needs to come off now. But yeah, Callum Riley coming off. George Dobson coming on right away. All right, let me just 45. Oh, sorry, 40, 46. 10. Simois. Okay. Here we go. Up the Dons. Okay. Ball played on the right-hand side from Doncaster. Nightingale shielding the ball out. Easy work. Goal kick. Okay, so all of the transfer window loanees are currently playing, as the commentators just mentioned. Walker in goal, and then Dobson in the midfield. Johnson on the right center back position. Ball played up to Longman, headed away from Doncaster. Throw in from Wimbledon from about 30 out. Thrown back to Johnson. They're forced to reset as Doncaster are putting a lot of pressure on them. But Wimbledon able to play out of the back. Ball over to Choka, making a little bit of a run. Fouled though. That could... No yellow there? Okay. It wasn't like a dangerous counterattacking opportunity there, but I guess no booking there could be fair for that reason. But the player kind of held Chaka back a little bit as he touched it around him. Dobson on the ball. Let's see what he can do. Tries to play a threading ball down the middle to Piggott in between two players, but it was very, very forced pass. Doncaster played on the right-hand side, but ball won back by Nightingale. Give it away, though. Okay. Richards on the left-hand side. Plays it back over to Butler. Anderson plays it on the right-hand side to number 7. Who's number 7? He's not on the team sheet. What the fuck? Okay. I'm trying to give an accurate assessment of the players and stuff, but not when you give me a player that's not even on the team sheet, Google. Okay. All right, so here we go. Dobson on the ball. Rodoni on the right-hand side. What can he do? Plays an incisive pass. Nice back heel from Longman. Back over to Che Alexander. Che Alexander tries to play it over to Woodyard, but the pass from Alexander was a little bit too far forward, and Woodyard couldn't get to that. They get the ball back, though. On the left-hand side is Alex Woodyard, trying to hold the ball up, but gives it away. Throw in for Wimbledon, though. 49th and a half here. Sorry, my commentary has gotten a little bit more dull lately. Nice. Jack Redoni hounding the other player on the ball, who was trying to hold it up and trying to muscle his way out of the back there, but Redoni was able to pick it off. Plays across and straight to the keeper, though. Halliday making a run on the right-hand side for Doncaster. Plays a ball through. Okay. He played the ball towards goal, kind of, when he was on the right-hand side of the box. The player was making an outside run, though, so luckily Nightingale was able to, or Chuka actually, was able to pick that off. If the ball was played straight over down the right line of the 18-yard box, it could have been a different story. Ooh. Joe Pigott muscling his way through two players as he won the ball defensively. Defender clears it, though. Throw in for Wimbledon. Full-time 2-1. I can see that. I don't think, even though I am a Dons fan, I don't see Wimbledon getting 2 goals here. 1-2 from Jack Redoni and Ryan Longman. Longman on the left-hand side plays a cross in. Another header won by Doncaster. Nobody in the box there to contest. Free kick for Doncaster. Nightingale off. Robinson on. 4 in the back. Possibly. If it stays this way, within the next 10 minutes, maybe not even that, maybe like 5 to 7 minutes if Wimbledon don't create anything. Well, 4 in the back could work, but at the same time, it would have to be like a 4-3-3. I don't think a 4-4-2 would work in this case, since Wimbledon have to press up a little bit higher. So maybe if we do play a 4-3-3, maybe we can play Redoni and Robinson as the outside wings, and maybe Pigott up top and sub out. We would have to sub out either Longman or Pigott, though, if that were the case. We could still play a 4-4-2, but I don't know. If we do play a 4-4-2, we could have, we can have Nightingale come out, Chuka, Johnson, and then Alexander Guinness Walker playing as outside backs. But then I don't want Alexander to play as an outside back. He's been dangerous this game, so I want him to stay on the attacking front. He hasn't found the ball too much in the second half, though. Hopefully that does change. Dobson finding it on the top of the midfield circle there. Plays it over to Che Alexander. Plays a good ball over everyone's head. Nesta Guinness Walker on the other side, but tries to take a touch, but the ball ends up past him, so he has to play another cross back in. Another header won by Doncaster. Had he gotten that touch off, he could have gotten a touchdown and played a ball from the top of the 18 rather than from the touch line. That would have been a much easier ball to play in. Actually, he found it inside the box. Maybe he could have taken a touch towards goal, potentially. But unfortunately for Wimbledon, that petered out. Wimbledon's still on the ball, though. Ball played over to Nesta Guinness Walker on the left-hand side. Touches it over to Dobson. Dobson takes a touch towards goal, or towards down the 18-yard box. Hits it. The shot was blocked. Wimbledon still on possession. My play-by-play is not the best. I apologize. My quick-witted commentary isn't the best, but when I have time to think about what to say, I can say stuff pretty well. Anyway, Redoni on the far side here, on the right-hand side, plays it down the center. Pigott holding the ball up. Nobody making a run there except for Redoni, but Pigott ends up playing it back to Che Alexander. Johnson all the way back to Nightingale. Forced to reset. Doncaster, my God, they're just playing 11 men behind the ball, kind of giving Wimbledon a taste of their own medicine, because that's how they usually like to play. So numbers back, good defensive shape from Doncaster. Wimbledon not finding a way inside, not finding a way to break their back line, aside from crosses outside the 18-yard box. That's the only method of attack so far that Wimbledon have had. Another ball hoofed up to this time to Ryan Longman, but we've been playing a lot of balls up from the back to Piggott and Longman, who have held up the ball, but they haven't found that final pass, and I think it's a testament to the midfielders not making enough runs, I'd say, aside from maybe Jack Rodoni or Johnson coming up from the back to make a run. Wimbledon are just not active enough off the ball right now. Rodoni finds it on the right-hand side, tries to... skillfully dribbles it around the defender, plays a cross in, keeper beats it out, and then on the rebound, George Dobson off the post. To be fair to him, that ball came to him really quickly after the keeper beat it out. He the ball kind of found it to his foot really quickly, and he didn't actually put his foot through that because he didn't have enough time to put his foot through that. He kind of just let the ball just bounce off of his foot rather than putting his foot through it off the post. And Doncaster clear it for a corner kick. That was as close as you can get to a I was about to say equalizer, but as close as you can get to a goal. Damn. First clear-cut chance of the game for the Dons. Corner kick comes in. Robinson wins the header, but it's just wide. Oh, man. Two very good opportunities there. The ball was very well whipped in there from Jack Rodoni, but damn, Johnson wasn't able to wrap his head around the ball enough there. Just wide of the post. Damn, bro. Here we go again. Che Alexander on the right-hand side. Another ball played in. Header just barely over the head of Ryan Longman, but it finds Guinness Walker once again. Guinness Walker has been picking up a lot of these second chance opportunities. He's trying to skillfully play dribbles around the defender successfully on the left-hand side, delivers the cross. Nobody home there, but the ball finds Alexander. Shot blocked. Piggott turns around. Shot blocked again. Again, Doncaster putting everyone behind the ball. Defensive shape right now for Doncaster has been very solid. And aside from that one opportunity there from George Dobson, Doncaster's defense has been rock solid thus far. But those are the kinds of opportunities that you really, really need to convert, against a good defensive side like Doncaster. You really hope that opportunities like that would end up hitting the back of the net. I don't blame Dobson too much because the ball just kind of came at him really suddenly, and he wasn't able to react as quickly as he would have liked. Still got decent contact on the ball, but off the post. I cannot speak right now. Sorry. ADHD is really, really messing with me right now. But let's see. Doncaster now on possession. Doncaster have not really created much with their possession in this particular half. It's been all Wimbledon thus far. Interesting, though. You did mention maybe we can go 4 in the back since nothing has changed, but that was around the 50th minute when you said that, and now Wimbledon are starting to press. So Glenn Hodges, I'm pretty sure that he is content with what he's seeing so far. And Wimbledon, they played well in the first half. Not well necessarily, but they played decently enough to not go down 2-0. But it is football after all. You can go down 2-0 at any given moment. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing a substitution until maybe around the 70th minute or 70th plus. Maybe we can see Ollie Palmer coming in or Zach Robinson. I do think if somebody were to come in, it would be an attacker, as Longman and Piggott have not really found too much success so far this game. Taylor on the right-hand side from Doncaster playing a ball out. Chaka getting the ball clear throw in for Doncaster. Doncaster just playing it around the back right now. Just playing it around amongst their back four. The first pass that they played up, it was intercepted by Redoni, but they give it away again. Yeah, Doncaster are just content to just keep knocking the ball around right now, and Wimbledon just... fuck. Kind of frustrating right now. Okay, Halliday plays the ball forward. Header won by Nesta Guinness-Walker. Woodyard got out-muscled there by Halliday as Woodyard was trying to hold the ball up. And now the ball's on the right-hand side to Taylor. Nice tackle there from Nesta Guinness-Walker. And we could see a counter-attacking possibility here. Pickett holds the ball up. Left-hand side. Ryan Longman forced to play the ball back. Not play the ball back, dribble back. And switches it over to Che Alexander on the right-hand side. Redoni gives the ball away, though. Looked like a decent attacking opportunity there, but Longman ended up dribbling the ball back over as he wasn't too confident in playing it forward there, or taking a touch forward, switches it over. So attack peters out there. Cutback was the term I was looking for there. For whatever reason, I couldn't think of that. Cuts it back. Anyway, 62nd minute here. I'm not overly optimistic right now, despite those two chances, because, like I mentioned before, this Doncaster side is very good defensively, and it's going to take, a lot of composure in front of goal to be able to break this Doncaster side. Whenever a chance is presented, they got to take their chances. You cannot afford to waste chances against a team like Doncaster. And Doncaster still playing it around the back. It's too easy for them right now. Ball back over to Halliday on the right-hand side. Still knocking it around. Oh, man. Left-hand side for Simoes. Simoes, Che Alexander on the defense here. Simoes cuts it back on his right foot after he tried to skillfully go past Alexander. Nah. Richards takes a touch around Dobson at the top of the box and gets dropped by Dobson. Free kick from about 24, 25 yards out for Doncaster. And if they convert this one, it could very well be very, very well be over for the Dons. I cannot talk today, it seems. Whenever, I don't want to get too personal, but I do smoke the ganja every now and again. I only do it like once a week though, but I noticed that the day after I smoke weed / ganja / 420 / kush / whatever you want to call it, I'm just very slow mentally. But then after that, the day after, I'm like, okay, I feel better now. But anyway, that's just a fun fact about me. I do smoke. Okay, so decent free kick there from Halliday. It wasn't a direct free kick. They actually did an indirect free kick in that particular instance. And Halliday just ran up to the ball, just wide of the left-hand post there. Yeah, Walker just watched that the whole way through. That wasn't going in. It looked dangerous at first. So, quick question, Whale Rider. What's the story behind that? What's the story behind your username? What's the story behind your love for whales? Did you have an encounter with a whale when you were a kid? Did you go to an aquarium and did a whale say hi to you and you're like, oh yeah, I love whales, or something? Interesting though, that you do like whales. Whales are not especially killer whales / orcas. Whales are not treated with respect, and usually you don't have someone that goes, "Oh, my favorite animal is a whale." So I appreciate your love for the whales. Save the whales, specifically the killer whales. You know, a lot of orcas / killer whales are relegated to like a pet almost. They get treated as like a pet or an entertainment circus animal rather than an actual animal. You know, you go to SeaWorld or something in San Diego, or you go to any water park / aquarium, and yeah, they don't really treat those whales very, very kindly. Oh, is that a name of a movie, Whale Rider? Ooh, left-footed effort there from number 17 for Doncaster there. Got to pull up the team sheet. Richards palmed away there from Sam Walker. Decent save on his left-hand side. Not taking any chances, parries it away for a corner kick for Doncaster. It was a touch, a cutback from the top of the box, left-footed far post effort there. Actually, sorry, left-footed near post effort, I should say. He kind of shot it across his body, Walker. Edge of the penalty area, very interesting spot to play the corner kick. Walker wins the header, but then Wimbledon clear it. Doncaster still have it, though. Cross deflected away, back over to the back four of Doncaster. They've been just knocking it around very easily. Okay, good tackle there from Johnson at the top of the box. Ryan Longman, that's the pace you want to see. Running down the left-hand side, cuts it back over to Dobson. Dobson plays it at the top of the box to Joe Pigott. Takes a touch, looking to strike. Gets it over to his left foot. Okay, he was looking to strike with his right, but then takes a touch to his left. His weaker foot didn't get enough power on it. It looked to me like it was going top bins, but the keeper comfortably collects. Again, that Doncaster back four, steadfast. Joe Pigott was looking to take one touch with his right foot and bury it, but wasn't able to find it with his right foot. He was forced to cut back to his left. The Doncaster defense forcing it to his weak foot. I gotta look that up though. Whale Rider. Whale Rider is a 2002 New Zealand German family drama film written and directed by Nicky Caro, based on the 1987 novel of the same name. The film stars a 12-year-old Maori girl whose ambition is to become the chief of the tribe. Is Whale Rider a true story? It is based on a true story of the first class action sexual harassment suit brought to trial. Okay. Interesting. I'd have to check that out sometime. Holy crap, there's been so many headers. There's been like 5 headers so far in one little play. Joe Pigott fouling, though, as he was trying to win the ball back. Doncaster again, gonna resort to just playing it around the back here. 69th minute. Now I think we could maybe see a change. And as for who's going to come on, I'm not sure. I'd like to see Ollie Palmer, but I don't think that will be the sub. 1-2 easily played around to Halliday. Played around Nesta Guinness Walker. Halliday played a one-time cross, though. He had more room to run. I'm surprised that he played the cross early. I think he tried to find somebody that was making a run inside the 18-yard box before it was too late, but it was cleared away, luckily. Yeah, Nesta Guinness Walker got beat there. And I think that was Simoes, either Simoes or the striker, number 9 for, I can't pronounce his name. Okenabirhi. Either one of those 2 players making a run. So the ball was played early there from Halliday. I think it would have been more dangerous if Halliday just kept running down the space there. But now Doncaster have the ball once again. Free kick on their half. And they play it back to the keeper, because why not? Frustrating. Fuck. Let's take a look at other results, actually. Well, next dead ball. Okay. George Dobson wins it back from Simoes, who tries to hold it up, but unsuccessful in that attempt. Che Alexander, though. Simoes wins the ball back there from Che Alexander. Got to give it to Simoes. Loses the ball and work rate, wins the ball back. Good tackle there from Johnson, coming up from the back to intercept a pass, but the ball still in the feet of Doncaster on the left-hand side here. Smith over to Richards, back to Smith on the right-hand side, played to Halliday. Defended by Guinness Walker. Halliday plays it back over to Smith. Now Wimbledon are the team that are having 11 men behind the ball. This time, though, give Halliday a little bit of space. He can drive a shot, and he does, to the right-hand side of Walker, palms it away. Decent save once again from Walker there. So the first 15 minutes of the second half, maybe not 15, maybe more like 10, Wimbledon was off to a pretty hot start, but now it seems to me like they have fizzled out once again. That seems to be the common theme with AFC Wimbledon throughout the season, is they have these little flashes of brilliance, but they can't put it together for a full game. Joe Piggott winning the header off the free kick there from Sam Walker. Tries to take a little chip pass over to Woodyard, but Doncaster clear their lines, but still with Alexander, plays the ball in. Very low cross, easily won there by Doncaster. Dobson at the top of the box. Rodoni plays it over. Rodoni tries to find Guinness Walker, who made a run down the left-hand side, but a little bit too far forward. Throw in around the corner flag now for Doncaster. Had that ball connected, Nesta Guinness Walker could have played another ball into the box. Not that that would have been too dangerous, because Doncaster have won most of the headers. So it seems to me like Wimbledon, that is their only method of attack right now, is playing it down, knocking it around a little bit, but the penultimate pass is always to the left or the right, which is going to be a cross inside the box. Not that there's a problem with that, but Doncaster, like I said, have been winning a lot of the headers, and Wimbledon don't seem to have a plan B right now. Plan A is not working, go to plan B. Ollie Palmer. If you're going to play the ball into the box, have someone like Ollie Palmer win the knockdowns or win the headers. I'm surprised that they haven't looked at him yet. Yeah, commentators took the words out of my mouth. Doncaster playing possession against Wimbledon's will, almost for fun, it seems. All right, to Richards. Richards on the right-hand side. Williams back to Richards. This time Doncaster not able to break Wimbledon's defense, but they're still patient. When Wimbledon can't find their way through the back line, after a while they kind of force a ball up to Piggott or Longman, who don't end up winning the header. But Doncaster are content to just keep playing possession as they please, and now they finally play a ball forward over to number 9, but he plays it back over to Richards. Okay, Richards plays a bad pass over to Rodoni, who intercepts. Slide tackle, though, for Doncaster throw into Wimbledon. That could have been a very dangerous attack had they had connected with the 1-2 properly there. Yeah. Oh, Palmer is injured. Fair. Okay. In that case, Robinson should come on. Looks to me like Shea Alexander's coming off here. We're going to have two substitutions, actually. We're going to have Alex Woodyard coming off, Shea Alexander coming off, Shane McLaughlin coming on, and... wait, who's that? Shane McLaughlin and Ethan Chislett. Interesting. Still not the best substitution in regards to target men because they have been playing a lot of balls into the box, but I like this change still. They want to knock it around a little bit more. I think with this change, McLaughlin will provide some fresh legs to play the ball into the box, make the run down the right-hand side, play the ball into the box. As for Chislett, though, he's going to be the player that's going to look to beat the back line 1v1 or play that final incisive pass maybe inside the box on the ground rather than in the air, because a lot of our final passes have been in the air. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, Ryan Longman tries to take a defender one-on-one, but there were two other defenders in support there. Ended up triple teaming Longman there, so Longman really not much he can do there. Was stuffed defensively. Now the ball back over to Halliday on the right-hand side. It looks to me like it's not a counterattack per se, but now Wimbledon have all their players behind the ball. Smith tries to find a through ball over to number 19 on the right-hand side, but they weren't on the same page. Intercepted by, I believe, Johnson. But as the ball was played up to Piggott wasn't able to get to the pass. I think the pass was a little bit too heavy for whoever passed that one. Okay. Intercepted by Wimbledon. Ryan Longman holding the ball up, tries to... Okay, he's trying to dribble around, plays it over to Shea McLaughlin. McLaughlin one time into the box. Headed away for a corner kick here. Yeah, taking no chances was Halliday there. He ended up heading the ball towards his own touchline. Didn't want to take any chances. Corner kick for Wimbledon. Yeah, so also Rodoni came off. So all four substitutions being used by Wimbledon. Rodoni just coming off recently. Jaakko Oksanen came in as well. So, so Jaakko Oksanen for Jack Rodoni. Oksanen has not really found too much success so far this season. Played decently in the beginning of the season, but hasn't found himself in the rotation towards the middle of the season. So let's see how Jaakko Oksanen does. I think he was injured for a little bit, so we'll see how Oksanen does as a substitute. I remember when I first, the very first game that Oksanen played, I called him Oksanen, so that was a bit of a mispronunciation there, but we'll see how he does. Ball played on the right-hand side to McLaughlin. Touches it back over to Longman. Longman makes a run down the right-hand side. Low cross blocked and cleared away from Doncaster. Still, though, Nesta Guinness-Walker at the top of the 18 with Daniel Chukka making a run down the left-hand side, actually. Finds Chislett, who's trying to hold the ball up. Double team. Finds it over to Nesta Guinness-Walker. Plays it into the box. Header won by McLaughlin, but... he tries to steer it towards goal, but he was behind the ball really, so he wasn't able to gather enough power onto that header, and Doncaster were able to clear their lines. Daniel Greaves coming in for Doncaster. Don't know too much about him. I just know the players and just looking at the team sheet. So just trucking along here. For any Doncaster fans out there who may be watching this video, or any team that Wimbledon play aside from maybe Sunderland or like Hull City or something, I won't know too much of the players. So keep that in mind. Too many, not too much. Grammar is important, people. Okay. Anyway, 10 minutes left to go in this game. Time is ticking for the men in yellow. Time is ticking for the real Dons. I just had to say that. Speaking of the real Dons, or the fake Dons, or the franchise, the Dons from Milton Keynes, many nicknames for Milton Keynes Dons, are still losing 2-1 to Charlton. And yeah, Wigan 3-0 down, Swindon 2-0 down. So at the very least, Wimbledon have some decent results to bank off of. Yeah, Northampton, Bristol, and Rochdale, all ahead of Wimbledon, are currently drawed right now. Northampton 0-0, Bristol Rovers 0-0. Rochdale 3-3 in an absolute barn burner of a game against Oxford United. Who's going to get that final goal? Who's going to get that final incisive 1-2 in the box, or that final incisive cross, or that final incisive free kick, penalty, whatever it may be? Who's going to get that final goal? We shall see. Kind of want it to be Oxford, because Oxford are, you know, they won their last 5, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be any stopping Oxford right now. So I kind of want Rochdale to lose this one so that they can maybe still be in the relegation picture. Don't think they'll be relegated in the end. You know, Rochdale are a consistent 18th to 17th place team. They're not going to get relegated, but you never know in this game. Football has many twists and turns and many surprises, so we'll see. Anyway, Doncaster with the ball once again on the right-hand side to Halliday. Halliday has found the ball quite a lot, making a lot of offensive plays from the right-hand side. Wow. Okay, so the ball was in the feet of number 9, the striker. I'm not going to pronounce his name. Okenabirhi, who plays a low cross to the penalty spot, a quick touch towards goal from Simoes. Shot was blocked by Sam Walker on that near post. So corner kick for Doncaster. That would have been the sealer. That would have been the nail on the coffin for Wimbledon. Over the head of everybody, tries whoever that was for Doncaster tries his luck with a volley from the side of the 18-yard box. Was blocked. Not saying that would have gone in, because it was a pretty bad angle, but you never know. I'm losing hope, guys. You can tell that the optimism in my voice has slowly faded away to not sadness, but rather disappointment. Halliday making a run on the right-hand side. Again, this man has been fairly active. Shot in the near post. Again, another shot in which was a kind of bad angle, but could have threatened Sam Walker had that trickled a little bit more towards the post. But it looked to me like he had it covered anyway. think if they don't get a goal within the next, I'd say 2 minutes, then I'm going to have to say GG's. I'm going to call it GG's. I don't think they're going to score 2 goals in 5 minutes. But you never know. Okay, let's take a look at the Premier League. I'm actually really interested to see if West Ham kept their lead. 3-2 against Crystal Palace. It looks to me like Crystal Palace notched in a goal sometime in the second half, but West Ham was able to hold on. As mentioned before, my dad is a Crystal Palace fan. Oh, incisive pass played in. Nice save there from Walker. It was a 1v1 situation. Well, not necessarily a 1v1 because the player was, whoever that was, making a run in the box. James. Nice pass from, who was that, number 5? Joe Wright coming in as a substitute, playing an incisive pass over to Reece James. Reece James' first time shot saved by Sam Walker with his right leg. That shot came from like sort of the center of the goal, but it was around the right hand side. Yeah, he tried to play it far post, but you know, Sam Walker stuck out a leg. Anyway, yeah, this is looking kind of bleak right now. 87th minute. Not really much to look forward to if you're AFC Wimbledon, aside from the couple of chances they created in the first 15 minutes of the half. Substitutes haven't really done much either. Let's see. Okay, so Johnson making a run. Has the ball on the right-hand side. Plays a good ball in just over the head of Ethan Chislett, who tries to chase it down, but wasn't able to get there in time. Damn, bro. Yeah, they're still in the relegation zone, but they're only 1 point behind Northampton and Bristol, 2 points behind Rochdale and Shrewsbury, 6 points behind the franchise. But if they can beat the franchise, that'll be wonderful. And they also play Wigan. So they play the franchise, and then they play Wigan. 2 games that would be very important to their relegation battle because both teams are close to them in the standings. Wigan being a point below, and the franchise being 6 points above. So we'll see how that turns out. Free kick for Wimbledon here. Chislett's going to play it in. Too low. Easy header one there by Halliday. Still Dobson, though. On the ball. Top of the box. Doncaster once again with defensive shape. Unbreakable, it seems. That unwavering Doncaster back line has been very annoying to deal with. Cross blocked from Nesta Guinness-Walker as well, just to rub salt in the wound. Throw in, though. Dobson plays it in. Johnson coming up and... Oh, okay. He was going to win the header. Keeper punches it out, but looks to me like he ended up accidentally hitting Dobson straight in the head. Fair challenge, though, from the keeper, as he did win the ball fairly, but Johnson came in and forearm to head, or should I say head to forearm. That was actually, Joe Pigott on the header there. Johnson was running to try to win that header, but it was Pigott who ended up receiving that blow to the head. Back up, though. Bit of a scary situation at first. How many minutes left? I'm going to say 3. 3 minutes of added time. I was correct. Okay. 2 for 2 on predictions here. 1 with a substitution and 1 with the added time. I never actually made a full prediction on who was going to come in later in the second half. I did say I would want Ollie Palmer, but I said I wasn't sure if they would actually put him in. And they didn't put him in because he's injured, of course, like you mentioned. He would have been a very good player to have in this particular game, as most of Wimbledon's attack has been on the wings, whether it was Nesta Guinness-Walker or Che Alexander, or Shea McLaughlin after he came in for Che Alexander. But it is what it is. Wimbledon weren't able to do enough on the ball in regards to knocking it around. Chislett? Handball? No. Okay, there was a ball played into Chislett, who took a touch that his first touch was a little bit high, and it looked like it touched the hand of the Doncaster player, but I think I might have been going crazy there. Corner kick for Wimbledon. Yeah, a minute and a half to get 2 goals. I don't think it's looking very likely, even if they do convert this corner. Ooh, low corner kick, and Pigott got a header that hit the back of his head as he tried to extendo neck underneath the ball there, just over the bar. Good effort there from Pigott, considering that it wasn't the best opportunity in general. Pigott trying to make something out of nothing there, but doesn't convert. Wigan 4-0 down, my God. Wigan went from promotion contenders in the championship to bottom feeders, or close to bottom feeders, of Football League One. With the betting scandal that the owner for Wigan had, the new owner that Wigan obtained last season bet against Wigan to be relegated. And after that, they just haven't been the same. I really feel bad for Wigan Athletic in that respect. And I also feel bad for Bolton Wanderers, who got relegated last season after they got a major point deduction. I don't remember what it was for exactly. But Bolton Wanderers right now sitting in 17th in Football League 2. Just barely above Harrogate and Barrow. Like, who would have thought that once a Premier League side back in, I believe, the mid-2000s, if I'm not mistaken, if not a little bit earlier than that, are almost in the relegation zone in Football League 2. I mean, it's almost like a Sunderland story, really, but the difference between them two is that Sunderland are still in League One and are still contending for promotion to the Championship. And, Bolton and Wigan Athletic, kind of unfortunate for those two teams to be able to, not be able to, but to have those circumstances occur to them. But anyway, full-time whistle. I digress majorly here. Full-time whistle, Doncaster 2, AFC Wimbledon 0. Disappointing result, I must say. I think that the game should have been a 1-1, or if you were to point a gun to my head and say which team deserved to win, I'd still say Doncaster. But, it is what it is. Don't have too much else to comment on in that particular game. I think I've already hit up on a lot of points. Basically, moral of the story here for AFC Wimbledon, just convert on the chances. They had a couple of clear-cut chances in the second half that they didn't convert with. But they didn't really create too many chances either. A lot of their chances were created from crosses in the box that most of them were won by Doncaster anyway. So I guess I don't really have one specific moral of the story here. It was a combination of small factors that contributed to their loss today. So other results, though, favor AFC Wimbledon. Swindon losing 2-0 to Plymouth. 4-0 loss from Wigan. And Rochdale tied 3-3 to Oxford, surprisingly. Bristol Rovers 0-0. Northampton 0-0. Milton Keynes 1-0. So, not bad. Not bad considering the circumstances of this particular match. So, thank you guys for coming along. Hopefully this Saturday when they play the franchise, it's going to be a good one. Hopefully they'll get the W there. So, on behalf of... I'm used to saying on behalf of MK Boards because that's another channel I run, Mario Kart Boards. On behalf of Jaggy MK, I'm Jaggy MK.